sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, welcome back, everyone. You can call us here at 737-7767. Ask us any question you might have, as long as it pertains to outdoors.
Yeah, anything outdoors.
That's
whatever
you
want. Give us your question, comment, whatever you got. We'd love to hear from you.
You'll have to take that because I don't know anything about it.
I'm out on bungee jumping. I've watched my wife do it 3 or 4 times. Believe it or not, she enjoys bungee jumping.
To do a zip line.
I do that.
I said cables weren't meant for me to be on.
I might try a zip line. I'm out on the bungee jumping.
See why y'all are screaming and going, yeah! I'm screaming, go, get me off here! I know me. But hey, we got calls going on tonight. We are blessed, really, to have these 2 great guests on here. One of them is the Robo-Call, and that would make a great Christmas present. And you're saying that there need to be multiples. Would be best. I agree. Because even, putting out turkey decoys, instead of just putting out 1, put out 4. Because you got a slate, you got a box, you got a mouth call. Well, there's 3 different hens right there. Because none of them sound the same. So if you could do it like that, I mean, we've attracted a lot of great old big long beards when you do that. You might get that great big boy to come in. If he thinks it's worth the trip, he's got 3 sexy little females over there. That'll get his attention. So I can see where it would work like that. And then we got Clint with the predator calls. And Clint, I'm telling you, I have watched that Predator Nation, the shows and all that. That is amazing. I love that kind of hunting in the first place. First thing is you guys are really good marksmen, and you practice a lot.
We miss some too. We miss some.
I'm not saying you don't miss. I'm not saying that, but I'm gonna say that I think a predator hunter practices more than just the old standby deer hunter. It's deer season. Let's get the alt 6 out of the closet. Come on. When's the last time you shot it?
Yeah.
But a predator guy, he's getting down to the grain. I gotta shoot a 52 grain bullet. Spitzer bobtail. They get pretty.
You got to shoot the right bullet, your gun, make sure it's on, because, man, them coyotes, they
don't give you much of a second chance.
You're either going to be shooting at them sitting still, or they're going to be running, and there ain't no telling how many times, if you can hit them running, pretty good all the time, you're pretty good with a rifle, which I missed a lot, too. I still ain't mastered that. I've hit a few, but
I think we do. Shotgun is also a great way, and your calls, the calls themselves will bring them in just that closer. But you're an avid believer in, because I've read some of your stuff that you put on Facebook. You like your calls to be away from you, where they're coming in. You agree both. You want them coming in and looking that direction or that direction, and not looking at this direction.
If we're hunting big fields, we'll put that collar out there. These collars right here got a range on the remote. You can reach up to 300 yards to the collar. That's a long way.
That's a long way. It is.
And most time we put it anywhere from 50 to 60 yards on out in the field, or just depends how the terrain is. And we'll go out there and put the collar out and face the way we want it, and make sure we got the wind right, and turn the decoy on, and which we can control it, with a remote.
Yeah.
And when that coyote comes out, he ain't gonna be looking at you. Now, if he comes straight onto the collar and you're back behind it, he can see you sort of in the background, but you still gotta watch your movement. But it allows you to get away with some, getting your gun up on the shooting sticks, or on your bipod there, and to make that shot on that coyote. But a decoy is a main thing to go with your sounds.
All right, we got some callers coming in here. Let's go with
Lee.
Lee's not there anymore. Who's on 2? See? Joe, how can we help you tonight?
Yeah, I just bought a crappie boat a while back, and I live up in Manchester, Tennessee, and I understand the Woods Reservoir and also Normandy.
Yes, sir.
I like the crappie fish. There's some pretty good crappie fishing up in this area.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, now,
Either one, really.
either one, Normandy or Woods, I'll tell you if you can fish by the bridge there on Woods, the northern part of the southern part or south of the bridge, TWRA went and put a sluicer in, and it's a oxygen that goes full time inside Woods Reservoir, and so the fish are really active around that. They get plenty of oxygen and plenty of bait, but it's right beside the bridge. It's not far from the bridge, but I'll be looking at that bridge for some crappie right about now.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wondered because what you say it was like a breathing thing or something?
It's called a sluicer. What it does is it actually puts oxygen back into the water, Joe. It's about a 4-inch pipe that they've got coming out of a well house, and it runs all the way down into Woods Reservoir, down there by the dam, which is not far from the bridge. And that's where they keep that oxygen going year-round in there, and it helps those fish out tremendously. So it's a great area. That upper part down there by the dam is one of the better places to go.
I was going to say, on a warm day, a man might go out there, this winter.
Oh, yeah. I would fish close to the bridge, though. I'm telling you, that concrete holds heat. Those fish like that warmth when it gets about 54, 55 degrees.
What kind of depth would there be right now?
They'll be in 12 to about 17, somewhere along in there, from 12 foot to about 17 foot.
Okay. Thank y'all for the information.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Have a good night.
And we got Lee on one. Lee, how can we help you?
Hello, can you hear me this
Yes, sir, we can hear you this time.
Yes, sir, y'all's phone went dead up here. I'm up here in Stewart County, so the problem I've been my service. I had a question on the Yotes there on the hunting. I used one of them electric calls I got at Academy Sports.
Yeah.
A few weeks back, I was out there. I've been having the Yotes chase my deer all season. I got tired of them. I went out there to try to call them.
Uh-huh.
Ended up shooting 2 of them. And I'm kind of wondering if I ain't got some coy dogs. Because I had one of them walk. I actually shot one the next day. I'm pretty sure it might have been a Siberian Husky or some kind of crossbreed.
Yeah.
They're getting bigger and bigger. And I ain't so sure. Some of them ain't domestic, you know what I mean?
I gotta say that's getting to be a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to be an issue. You'll see it in areas where they're starting to mix with just any kind of dog. I mean, this, like you said, the coyotes moving in the city limits.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You got dogs rolling around
you
city
got
limits all
German
the time.
Shepherds, Huskies, everything else. And here's the other problem, too. LBL a few years ago had a problem with people just releasing dogs.
That's where a lot of it comes
That's where a lot of it
People
came
just
from.
release these dogs
You know
and they
how
end up
people
in the
get that
wild.
when I have a pet and it's good to have one at Christmas time, you give the kids one,
Yep.
then all of a sudden you can't afford to keep it up, so you take it out in the woods and go, if it lives, it lives. If it
Yep.
dies, it's on Mother Nature, not me. And what they've caused is a problem.
That's right, and it does. They basically, if they survive that, they end up being virtually a wild dog.
A wild dog.
And
And they're
interbreeding
more
is very
dangerous, I
possible.
think, than the coyotes. So while you're out there, Lee, make sure, man, you just got to be careful. I know what you're talking about, but you just got to be careful.
Y'all still there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit worried about letting nieces and nephews run around in the yard. I mean, it ain't nothing for them to pop up the ridge and snatch one of them,
You're exactly right. And I'm going to tell you something. I've seen some Rottweilers out there in the wild. Matter of fact, I killed one. I'll tell you I did. But he was coming after me.
Yeah, it happens, and it's something you got to.
And my buddy that was with me says, what if I do, if you miss? I said, you better be slinging some arrows.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because if I miss, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But that was on a public hunting place.
Yeah.
And so he's got an issue, and I think we all do. If we're hunters.
Do you end up having to report them if you end up shooting a domestic dog like that?
No.
No, not really. I mean,
No.
it's no
Now, I
different
won't
than
shoot anything that's got a collar on it. If it's got a collar, I'm not messing
No,
with it.
and you can tell the difference in a wild dog
You
and
can
one.
tell
Even
the
if it
difference.
doesn't have a collar, you can tell the difference.
You can tell.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah. if they come up to you wagging their tail, that doesn't mean that
They're probably okay.
That's Fido.
That's
He's
right.
okay.
That's
But
right.
we appreciate it, Lee.
I heard that. Thank y'all.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
sir.
night. Please
And we
don't-
got Louis.
Louis, how are you tonight?
Hello?
Hey,
Yes, sir.
this, who did you say?
Hey, yeah, is this Louis?
Louis?
This is Louis.
Hey, how are you?
Yes,
How
sir.
you doing? Y'all looking good tonight, buddy.
Well, thank you, brother.
All of you. I appreciate you. See if you can get some TWA started back where we can call in and get our deers tagged in. I'm getting old, and it's hard to get around to get to a checking station. And
Okay.
they don't let them do that anymore. I appreciate you touching on that.
Okay.
And did you ever get anything settled about the baiting and establish how far you had to be away from it and all that good stuff?
Yes, sir. And I tell you what, we're going to hang up and we're going to answer it for you, Louis. What we got is 250 yards.
250 yards.
You can't be any closer.
cannot be within 250 yards. You cannot shoot a deer within
That is within 250 yards.
So that was pretty well clarified. There's still some other things that we're looking into. I'm trying to learn a little bit more about some things we were talking about yesterday with some guys about cornfields and stuff like that. So we're still looking into that. The 250 yards is on paper, though. It is 250 yards you must be from the bait. The deer must also be 250 yards from the bait. As far as those check-in stations, your best option with that is going to be to do it online right now. I think there is actually a phone number you can call as well.
That's what I was fixing to say.
There's a phone number available.
There's a phone number. I've got it
I don't
on
have it
mine.
available, but there is one that you can call and check in your deer if you're not able to do it online. So there's some options there for you on that as
Let's
well.
see if we can get one more caller right quick. Who we got? Jay, how can we help you tonight, Jay?
Yeah, this is Jay Raines up in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Going to talk to you about a couple things real quick.
Okay.
My daddy used to fish with Jimmy Holt up there at Dale Hollow with A.J. Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to go into what they called a limit back then,
No.
but they used to catch a bunch of fish. But Old Hickory Lake, back when I was a kid in the 60s, we could catch more crappie not knowing what we were doing. And now you've got to really work to catch them to where it's not worth it. But
Yep.
other thing, any of y'all boys, I got 40-some acres up there at Macon County where there's been 70, 80 turkey come out across the field.
Don't say any more, Jay.
Probably just need somebody to come up here and help me shoot them.
I will be glad to help you,
You've
brother.
got our contact information. Our email address is there.
I'll give you my phone number. And,
Well, I tell you what, Jay, don't do it on
Give that
TV.
to
Give
Taylor,
that to Taylor,
and
our,
we'll be
our
in
producer,
touch with you.
and we'll call you right back, okay?
hope you do.
All right,
Thank
sir.
you.
We're gonna do it. You just give it to Taylor, and he'll be glad to take your number, and we'll call you back.
Okay, bye.
Have
Thank
a great
you, sir.
night.
All right. That's good. I got me a place turkey on there.
We got you ready to do our tip of the week.
Oh, is it? Okay. What's our tip?
Well, first of all, this week's tip of the week is being brought to you by our friends over at Davidson Farmers Co-op. All kind of specials going on in there
you
right
seen
now.
what they got
Man,
there?
every time I go in there, it's something, all
Look
kind
at
of things.
Facebook. It looks like ho ho ho's
It
already there.
does. So get down there and see them. They're just right there off Briley, right there on Dixon Road.
See Miss Lauren and-
Yeah, go see Miss Lauren down there. They have all kind of things going on
All kinds of
that you can get involved in right now.
Carhartt. If you like to be outside and use Carhartt, boy, they got it.
Yeah, I wear it all the time.
Yes, sir. I do too.
That's where I
do
get
too.
it from.
That's what we use. But
Yeah.
What's our tip?
Oh, you want to throw it on me this week? That's all right. I got a tip
I
for
had
you.
it last week.
I'll throw talking about using these calls. A lot of people. Now I don't do a lot of cold calling. I mean I do some, but not a ton. But whenever you're using these calls, when you see a deer, no matter how far away it is, even if you think there's no way it's going to come back to you or whatever, throw a call at it. But also treat it kind of like fishing. If you throw a grunt call at it and it doesn't turn, try a bleat call. If you throw a bleat call and it doesn't turn, try a rattleback. Sometimes he might not react to the grunt, and then that bleat might turn him around and he comes right to you. So, you know, if you're throwing a yellow spinner bait and you switch to a purple worm, you know, it might work. It's the same concept.
But I'm also going to add to that, there's a lot of people that don't know you can overcall.
You can, and that's what I'm saying.
And I think you're just sitting there hitting that remote and it the bleep, bleep,
Don't
bleep,
just
bleep.
do it over
I
and
wouldn't
over.
do
Keep
that.
it. As a matter of fact, Paul's got a real good process he uses to call, and probably going to have him go over that here in just a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, like I say, use a variety of calls is basically my point. Don't just grunt at him and well, he wouldn't come to me. Try some different things. It may not be that one call, it may just be that next call. Is what it takes to make him turn and commit to you.
Thank you, Brandon. Hey, we got to take another quick break. When we come back, we got a recipe.
We do. It just came in the door and it's smelling good.
It's smelling good, brother. We'll be right back with more Southern Woods and Waters.